Folks, we have a fantastic election coming up here in Washington, D.C., the most powerful city in the most powerful nation, and that is the job of the chairman of the District of Columbia, just as important or maybe more important than the mayoral race. And we have our first candidate here. His name is Vincent Orange, and welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here again.
Thank you very much for coming in. You know, you used to be the council member from Ward 5.
That's correct, for 8 years.
Yes, and you did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you.
And you remember, you were in charge of the government operations and the environment.
Yes, it was a very powerful position that I had, chairman of the Committee on Government Operations. I had oversight over 23 agencies, including the Office of the Mayor, the City Administrator, Inspector General, Contracts and Procurement. So it was a great opportunity for me.
Now, do you remember some of the things that you did? Or maybe the folks will remember some of the things that you did.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I represented Ward 5, and when I came onto the council, that was the place where you would place all your undesirable projects. So I came in and I turned that around. I had the first major economic development project in 20 years. I brought Home Depot, Giant, A.J. Wright, Bank of America, Citibank, Radio Shack. It was a great opportunity for the citizens of Ward 5. And the best thing about it, I was able to connect residents that live across the street, were able to walk to their jobs at Home Depot and Giant. Had the opportunity to reopen McKinley Tech, which became McKinley Technology High School, an $85 million project. And I even brought DCTV to Ward 5, public access televisions located in Brooks Mansion. And we were able to bring $750,000 of renovation to that project as well.
Congratulations to you, because Washington Post has endorsed you. They say you're the leader, that you're the one who deserves this particular job. Tell us a little bit about your background in way of education. Where did you come from? How did you land up in Washington? Okay,
well, first of all, I'm really elated to have the endorsement of the Washington Post, and clearly that gave our campaign a big boost as we head to Election Day. By way of background, I'm an attorney and a certified public accountant. I have a Master of Laws in Taxation from Georgetown. I had the opportunity to work for several D.C. government agencies. I ran the D.C. Tax Amnesty Program. I was chief of the Real Property Assessment Services Division. I used to advise the director of the Department of Finance and Revenue. But I got my start with Arthur Anderson and Company as a tax accountant. You know, it was a Big 8 accounting firm at the time. I've also served as the chief financial officer for the National Children's Center. And recently I served 3 years as vice president of PEPCO in charge of government affairs and public policy. So I have a tremendous amount of experience, and I have a great record for people to examine. All they have to do is go to orangeforchair.com, and there's a record that can be examined.
The job of the chairman. It is an extremely important job. How do you see it? Now, you made a comment which everyone picked up, is that the way the council is run right now by the chairman, you have sort of like 13 mini-mayors. You want to change that. First of all, what's wrong with it? You came through that system, and what do you see as, what is your council going to look like?
Well, first of all, you want the council to be a very efficient and effective branch of government. It is the legislative branch, and it's the chairman's job to set the agenda, to set the priorities, and then build a consensus. And I think Linda Kropp did that best. I served with her for 8 years. She did an excellent job, and she did not have all those committees as well. So I really like to pare it down to maybe 9 or 10 committees, and have people really engage in what they're doing pursuant to the consensus that we build on our objective and priorities. I really would like to really get involved in the finances of the city. When I left the council in 2007, we left the city with a $1.6 billion surplus.
That's right.
In the layman's terms, your savings account.
Yeah.
But here today, they've spent $1 billion, and the question is, where's the money? Where'd it go? How can you account for it? Show me something for that $1 billion you spent. And so those are the things that we want to, you know, empower the Finance and Revenue Committee. It's the first time in 19 years where you had the chairman of the Finance and Revenue Committee vote against the budget. That was Jack Evans. Voting against the budget. I mean, that's unheard of. And we have to correct that. We have to rebuild our credibility or enhance our credibility on Wall Street and Congress. So the chairman plays a big role in just the budget. It's a $10 billion budget that comes to the council, and we have to really make sure that we put the best budget as possible together, and so that it meets the many needs of the citizens of the District of Columbia.
To be fair to Mayor Fenty, he spent it because of the recession. We are going through a recession, and you do use your rainy funds when you have a recession. Having said that, you know, we are the highly taxed citizens and businesses in the District of Columbia. Can you go to the federal government and get some structural, some money, for instance, right now, you can't tax any university. You cannot tax any of these nonprofit groups that are there. There's no sales tax for any merchandise that is purchased for construction either in the D.C. government itself or some of these development projects. As a chairman, do you see that as one of the things that you want to look at?
Well, I think you want to